Welcome. Welcome to Women Igniting Their Wildfire podcast, where we dive into inner child healing, shadow work, and spiritual connection to make life sacred again. I'm calling in the spiritual warriors ready to up-level. We are the cycle breakers, the way makers, the ones here to blaze our own path forward. I am your host, Chelsey Wildfire, women's soul guide, shadow alchemist, and fire starter, here to let you up. Now let's get started. You wanting to help others is the younger version of you, the inner child that never got help when they were younger. You wanting to help others heal and feel better, feel loved, feel supported is that piece of you that wished you had it when you were younger. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. That the pieces of you that you wish you could have had support, love, nurturing around are the pieces of you now that is looking for validation, looking for ways to help heal that, to love that. And often we project it out and we want to help others. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not trying to upset anybody. I want to share and speak to this. I 100% was that person, and that is still probably true. You know, growing up, I went to college. I did what society told me to do. I had to figure out through many different hard courses and lessons in life what I wanted to do in college. And I went to college because my family told me I had to, because I was book smart and I was told I had to go to college. I was the first person in my family to go to college, so I was pushed and told I had to do that, which I did. I got a bachelor's degree in psychology. I got the job that I thought I wanted. I worked as a counselor at a treatment center for teenagers who had suicide attempts, self-harm, and a lot of mental health issues. And the thing is, they didn't want to be there. I wanted to work with teenagers and adolescents because I wanted to be somebody to show them that I care, that what they're going through will end and move through, and like life will get better, that the things happening in life right now aren't as big as we think it is. You know, it's worth it to live, to experience life, to try different things. I was hurt when I was younger. I used to self-harm and hate life for a while and not want to live. So as I grew up, I wanted to be that person to help somebody else. I wanted to be that person for these teenagers to know they're not alone, that it's okay, they're safe, and that I believe in them. When I say that was a soul-draining job, that I tried my best. I did really well. I was a lead counselor. I was moving up. I was doing what I wanted to do, but it was sucking the soul out of me. It was pulling at my heart. I learned a lot, but that was the hardest job I've ever had. I cried often. I had to physically hold kids down from hurting themselves. I was helping, but these kids didn't want to be there. They didn't even want to help. They didn't have hope. They didn't want to do the work to heal and grow. So there was a time back then that I started getting more into spirituality and healing, and they called me Hippie Chelsey because, you know, I did yoga and I brought crystals and I wore tie-dye, and they inspired me and taught me a lot. But there was a time that somebody said to me, Chelsey, what in you do you need to heal that you're trying to help heal everybody else? Because I was still trying to fix men. I was attracting unavailable partners. I was trying to help everybody else around me, but I wasn't helping myself enough. I was still numbing and hiding and in toxic cycles with myself and partying and doing too much. I realized as I started going to retreats, to healing sessions, I started going to workshops, and I was like, yeah, I want to help others heal. And people kept saying, you have to heal yourself. You have to work on yourself. And I was like, I've been doing the work. Well, guess what? There's always more to go. There's always another layer, and you have to get to a certain depth before you can help others. So that's the first thing I want to acknowledge here for all the people who are interested in helping others, who are on the spiritual journey, who are waking up and realizing that they have wisdom and they're finding their medicine within them, which I hope you are. I need you to know that you have to put in the work first. You can't lead or teach anybody else to do anything that you have not done yourself. You have to go through the depths of your soul. Go through your dark night of the soul, through the shadows, going deep within of what your own wounds are, what you're carrying from your family. You have to learn what it is that created the pain in you and how to heal that and do it yourself, along with support and the people around you. You have to do the work and put in the time. One of my mentors told me today, she said, put in your time. There's many of us, I know I'm impatient. I know I'm one that I just want to be there. I just want to help more and more and more. Well, I can only help them to the capacity that I've gone through. And so I've helped hundreds of people. I really am doing it. And even 2 years ago, I just went through a huge dark night of the soul and had to get out of a toxic relationship and up level and step up with single mom courage to take care of my daughter and choose to be the one to heal these generational cycles and be different in my family. And these things are still coming at me. There's still tests. The universe is going to initiate you and test you over and over. When you say, yes, I want to help others, I want to step up, I want to lead, I want to guide, you are going to be initiated in many ways. You are going to go through the fire, the hard stuff, for yourself to learn the lesson, for universe to trust you to see if you are ready to carry this medicine to help the other people. This is a co-creative experience, and you also have to be doing the work and put in the time. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not just a 1 year, a 2 year thing. It's not a online course. It's not just a quick 6 module course. It is continued effort. I'm leading an online course right now. I've been leading many courses, but right now is Reclaim the Fire. I'm helping women reclaim their voice, their strength, their wisdom as medicine carriers, to follow their intuition, their truth, and to share their medicine with the world. And my first module is shadow work. And I go right into it. I'm like, look, you want to do this work? You want to step up as a leader? You want to create sacred spaces? You want to lead women's circles? You're going to be tested. You're going to have initiations. Goddess Kali is going to come in because we work together. She's going to come in and she's going to burn up some stuff in your life. She's going to burn away what there's not room for, where you're not in alignment, the stuff that's weighing you down, the bullshit that you're carrying, the lies you're feeding yourself have to burn away so that you can make space for better, for up-leveling, for sharing, for lifting others up. You can't lift your others up out of the trenches if you haven't gone through them yourself. So I want that to sink in. The trenches, the pain, the wounds that you have are your medicine. They are your wisdom. They are how you learn and show up and share with the world, whether it's a stranger you have a conversation with, healing retreats and circles, online courses, if it's going to therapy or creating healing sessions. You can share your medicine with others through simple or big, huge acts and things. It is a mixture. It isn't just one and done. It could be smiling at a stranger, talking to a friend through a hard time. I learned when I was 13 years old that what I went through was to help other people go through this. So, as women, it is our duty to tell story, to share. We are meant to be on this planet to talk, to share, to trust our intuition, to talk about our stories and pass the wisdom on. Storytelling is our superpower. Our wisdom is shared through our stories, through our time together in community, through circles. Search and find the women's circles near you. Come to a full moon ceremony. Go to healing workshops and sessions. Start practicing. Start playing. Start feeling. Start getting out there and seeing what feels good to you, what helps, what works. And have that community so that you can have your healing, your support. Because as you shift, as you lead, as you up level, you need to have your safety net, your people around you. Right now, something that's really big is spider energy. Weave your web. How beautiful spiders weave a web so that their food can come to them. They are creating their manifestations and working on the outside and then coming tightly to the middle. And that to me right now is something I'm working with. I used to be so afraid of spiders and hated them growing up. So this is big for me. But spiders, let things come to them. They create their dreams and their manifestations and let the world provide it for them. So that is a beautiful reminder that I want to put in there, that right now I know I have been creating my web. I've been calling it my soulmate dream clients, my women that are in my tribe, that are ready to step up and serve. When I go and host my retreats, it's not all on me. I have somebody there cooking the food. I have somebody leading yoga. I have somebody leading a workshop. I have other healers doing their part in healing and offering their healing sessions. I have a community. It's not all on me. I'd burn out. I'd get wore out. I'd start having resentment. I have chose to make sure I am healing and sharing and uplifting and inspiring other women to do the work and have hands-on experience to know what is next and how to do it. I have the people around me. I have my web. I have my community so that I will always be supported and able to move forward. Whenever the ups and downs of life come, I have my community, I have my tools and my steps that I share with others, but I use it myself. I think it's really important that we all acknowledge that we have to have our own time, our community, our people, and our support to be able to do the work. And then you have to get really good at what you do. So you have to show up, you have to share, you have to continue to practice and learn and stay centered in the heart. I need everybody to be grounded and connected to the earth, letting Mother Earth hold you, anchor you, holding you on this planet, while opening up to connect and allowing in spirit, source, and our guides to lead us and show us the way. This is a co-creative container. If you want to help heal and help others get through their pain stories, you have to know it's not about you. You have to take your ego out, be rooted to the earth, create the safe space, and be able to hold them while they cry, while they break down, while they scream and yell, and be able to hold not them physically, them spiritually, emotionally, mentally, letting them feel safe enough to let it out, to move through it, and to create lasting changes. Being able to do that doesn't just come overnight. It's experiences, it's hands-on, it's initiation, it's up level after up level that spirit will give to you when you're ready. We cannot rush the process. We cannot push it. We cannot just think, oh, I'm ready, I'm done. No, there's always more. And we have to stay connected to the earth and grounded, like I said, but rooted in our heart, connected to our heart so that we aren't just trying to do it to boost our ego. What is the reasons you want to help people? Is it for you to feel good about yourself, or you truly care and want to see them thriving and growing? I had the most beautiful experience at my last retreat. Every retreat comes together so beautifully. I led a ceremony from healing the mother wound. My mom was coming that day, and on the phone on her way, she goes, let's do something with mothers, which I was already planning to do that night, but later when she was gone, before I knew if she was coming for sure. So when she said that, I rearranged the schedule and I made her and somebody else who has big mama energy be up front and hold these women as I took on the place of their mother and let them say out loud to me everything that hurt them. I had to sit there and look the woman in my many women in the eyes that I care about, my friends, my soul sisters, hold them as they cried and they broke down and they brought up their childhood trauma and shared the painful things that they've gone through. I had to hold and be an anchor and look at them with love, with support, with nurturing, as they just poured their heart out to me and broke down because I knew they needed that to heal. I knew they had to let it out and stop holding it. And as I had multiple people do it, we went through one by one while others drummed and sang in my community. I had anchors set up. I had protectors. I had my people in specific places doing specific things to help the container. There was times I raised that energy and there's times I brought it down back into the safety. You have to know as a space holder, as a leader, as a healer, when to push and when to pull back, breathe, and let them integrate what they're going through. Just because there's this much that they need to do, that does not mean they can do it all at once. They can't do all the healing in one session. We have to let them do little pieces Sometimes we can push them a little beyond their edges, but if we push too far, too hard, it can be too much for their nervous system, too much for their mental. We have to have aftercare practices and the support and the people in the community and making sure we know what's going on with their mental health or their body and medications. Like, there is so much to it. You can't just stand up and say you're a healer and start doing the work. There's processes, there's initiations, there's people you can apprentice under. Like, please, please make sure you are doing your healing work, doing your studying, taking your time. You're not just reading a book and knowing what you're doing. It has to be so much more than that. Please, for the safety of all, please make sure that you are doing your training, you're taking your time, you're getting your practice in before you just step up and try to share it with the world. These containers, what I wanted to get to was at that retreat, as this stuff was happening, as these women are crying to me, as I'm going through these emotions and these feelings and other people are going through it, there was times where I got to see and watch the women who were part of it step into their power as women to heal through singing, through their voice, through drumming, through opening up and yelling and screaming. Sometimes I had to bring it down, but she was processing her own trauma and other people's trauma. There are places and things that happen that are indescribable, that you cannot just sign up for and expect it to happen, that they just happen. Spirit initiates you when you're ready. And as the ceremony's ending and we're all going through these beautiful emotions and I'm watching them heal generational pain within them and every woman in that room, I gotta just say, I was in front of the room with my mom there, a good soul sister, and another one sitting in front of me, and I just gotta cry happy tears of, this is it. I created my community, I created my space, I'm helping my people heal, and it's not all on me. It's my proud mama moment of all the people around me stepping into their power, doing their part as healers, and it was so beautiful and juicy, and it made me so happy. I get to create those spaces for people. I get to push and then lean back a little bit and then push again when they're ready. That is just a natural, intuitive thing. There's some people I know I have to push harder, and you kind of learn as you go. I still have plenty to learn. I'm still constantly talking to my mentors. I'm still getting my healings done. I'm still doing my trainings. You know, I'm still young and in the middle of it. I still have a lot more to go. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, that I know everything. I keep myself humbled. I may make jokes and be cocky once in a while because I have confidence, but I do keep myself humbled in the spiritual world because there's a lot out there. And if you don't know about the weird energies and entities that are out there, protect yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, cleansing yourself energetically, spiritually. We have to be taking care of ourselves and really know what we're doing before we start doing it on other people. So I just want to come back to you wanting to help others also means there's probably pieces of you that needs a little extra help. I have seen how during this 4-month program, my Reclaim the Fire, the women are going through big transitions, big life things, and thankfully we have the community of each other. It's a really tight group, intimate, just soulful women who share their knowledge and their wisdom and what each woman brings to the container. Their knowledge and everything that they know really makes this group so much more to me. I'm proud of it. I'm grateful for the women who are in it, and that we have the support of each other to push each other, to be there for each other. Being able to show up for each other, show up for yourself, and see like, dang, I still have my shadow work to do. I still have my stuff before I can lead or guide or do anything else. I just want to come in here and remind you all to make sure you are doing your inner work, that if you're interested in doing more, if you want to lean in, if you want to learn more about breaking the cycles and doing the one-to-one coaching and digging into ancestral patterns are, what you learned through childhood. If you want support for inner child healing and shifting through the pain that is stuck in your body and trauma, I would love to do one-on-one work with you. If you are interested in having a group container with other women who are interested in healing and want to learn about shadow work and go through ceremonies and initiations to get you ready to start opening up to your own magic, just preparing you for your connection to spirit and guide, and preparing you to host women's circles, I would love to have you. I'd love to share with you and bring you into Reclaim the Fire. You can always visit ChelseyWildfire.com. It shares more about my online programs, my retreats, everything I do. I'd love to bring in a couple more women. That is a soul connection. So if you are somebody new here, please reach out. Let's have a conversation. I do have a Reclaim the Fire discovery call that you can follow up with. I do have a link for doing a 30-minute call to get to know me more. It's possible. I'm here to support you. I'm here to push you when you need it, but hold you when you need it too. I love that balance that I have. I hope this resonated with you. I'd love to hear from you. Share it with a friend, tag a friend. I am here for a reason, and I'm excited to keep showing up and sharing and being real with everybody. Thank you.